Welcome back. Today we're going to do issue 2 of Virus from Dark Horse Comics. I enjoyed the first one. It's a 4-issue miniseries, if you can call it that, and then we're going to continue where we left off. Because the Chinese are firing at our survivors, and well, look at this. The boat gets it. So everybody gets out, and this is our, well, I'm not sure if we can call him a hero, because he has some nasty side, but you know, he does heroic things. And he says, hey, we need to be careful and look out. And then so the Chinese are, launching some missiles. And then somehow the dish of the boat is turning and moving on its own. And then, I don't know, some things happening. And he says it's deflected the missiles. So the missiles go back to where they came from, and yeah, these guys are gone. And again, look at these explosions. Looks really cool. No Photoshop BS, just hand-drawn. Looks amazing. Lots of detail. I love it. The microwave must have fried the missile's guidance system. But I don't know. Now the dish has been fried too because it has too much power or something. I don't know. And he says, well, they need to patch up the holes because, well, there's a lot of holes in it. And who switched on those antennas? That's what I want to know, this woman says. And maybe they turned themselves on, Colleen. That's impossible. No one switched on the anchor windlass or the lifeboat. They just dropped. What are you saying, Mr. Averil? This tube's haunted? When the Chinese abandoned the sucker, they shut everything down 10 minutes after I turned on the generator. This puppy started going haywire. Then let's cut the power. I got a better idea. We can shut down whatever's below decks by cutting the circuit breakers, if I can figure it out what I'm looking at. So this woman here says, hey, maybe this will do. And this is some kind of a manual with English, Chinese language, right? So he pushes some buttons. And he says, hey, Richie, you and Appia get below and start throwing the bus connectors. Cut off everyone you can find. So this guy says, hey, how come we got to go below? Because if there is somebody down there, they're probably smart enough not to screw with Appia. Then why do I have to go? Because I don't like you, Richie. Now get your butt down and kill those switches. Yeah, he's the toxic masculinity guy, right? Meanwhile, the captain is still out, and the only thing the doctor, this girl can do is, change the bandages, right? And they need to figure it out to get away here quickly because otherwise people are going to die. So Appia and Richie is going here, and Richie is a little bit twitchy, and so they're going from deck to deck. And he finds some liquor. And Appia says, hey, we got more panels to check, Richie. So he says, yeah, well, I deserve this. And so he drinks the bottle or a couple of sips of it. And then the light is turning off. And I don't know, a circuit breaker? Electronic device thingy on the wall has been broken. There's a lot of slime. So he goes, he walks and then he slips on the slime and then, oh no, it's a creature, and it probably wants to kill Richie. Look at this, man. That's crazy. Anyway, so he uses some kind of a fire extinguisher device, and this creature is now going away or fleeing. I can't believe this shit, man. So Appia catches him and he says, what are you doing, man? What the hell is going on? You pulled the firebox? I did, man. That goddamn thing came after me. It's still back there. Let me go, damn it. Let me go. And so the other ones are here and try to investigate. And he says, I found a bottle, Mr. Averil, but I took only two hits. Swear to God, I was standing in the passengery. Then I saw it. So what? It was like a robot. It has eyes, real eyes. It was coming after me. Show me. And he pushes him towards the door, right? And of course, this creature is gone. And then, so Averil says, something's drawing power from the main DC lines. Shit, it's tapping into the main computer buses. So he says, I say we follow the cables and kick some ass. But this guy says, well, I don't get paid enough for this. And then he's cutting these cables because, well, reasons. Now let's get to the source and make it permanent. We're going to cut this sucker off. So they're going to the generator, right? And, it's gone. It's totally gone. And the other one says, no, this is not good. So they say, hey, whatever it is, this is way too big for us. We need to get topside. What is with the resolution, man? So, all right. So they're going back to topside. And so this woman says, I thought you were going to shut off the DC power. They were. The generator's gone. What do you mean, gone? I mean, missing. It's been yanked out of the engineer spaces. No, you better look at this, she says. So this is, I believe, a schematic, right? The circuits came back on 5 minutes ago. First the forward part on the ship, and then the engineering spaces. The whole ship's been powered up again. But where's this juice coming from? The DC generators is history. The reactor. We got to get down there. I got another surprise for you. Captain Powell. So this guy is, he was responsible for, losing the ship. And so he says, hey, I don't understand. I thought you were... I was back out for a while, but now I'm back. I don't have to remind you that I'm still the ranking officer. Miss Foster informs me that the ship is fully powered up. Captain, the suckers might be powered up, but we don't. So this is a very advanced ship. There's obviously some self-activated machinery aboard. So yeah, this guy is saying, hey, this is something wrong. We need to be careful. We need to get out of here, right? And so the captain says, we sail this to neutral port and it's ours. If we can get the ship on the way, we could be in Honolulu in 3 days, right? You're losing it, Powell. We put a patch on the hull, but this tub will never make it, right? So, but then the captain says, hey, if we go back to neutral shore or neutral waters, we can get all a cut because this ship is worth millions, right? And so this guy says, hey, what makes you think we can make it? He's more like rebellious, right? And the commies will send another plane. Believe it, if that thing below deck doesn't finish, another missile will. But everyone says, hey, I'm on board with you, Captain. I want to get rich. He says, you're going to die, all of you. Hey, for $2 million? Who cares? Well, I care. So, yeah. Captain, this vessel's a nuke, says Foster. Then we get there faster, won't we? Averil's right. You guys gonna die. So she's going to Averil, and basically they are being ignored by the rest, and they don't know what to do. He says they're trying to fix the satellite link up. You get a radio back on the air. The Chinese are going to put a missile between his running lights. So they basically try to come up with a plan to stop this, right? And so Foster says he kills himself and he kills us too. Yeah, well, I don't have any plans for the weekend anyway. Look, you know engineering. Come down and give me a hand and we can shut this sucker down, right? So they're going below. He says first no, but then she's going alone because he has that hand manual. But then Avril just, follows her and says, okay, I'm going to help you. And they found some room with a lot of equipment, right? What do you think these guys watch anyway? Bruce Lee more movies? Yeah, Chinese, right? So there must be Kung Fu and Bruce Lee movies. It's very stereotypical. Anyway, so there are some tapes and there's some English language here that they made some contact with extraterrestrial life somehow. And then when they using this dish, this communication array, and they get some 20,000 megabytes of binary code. And it's now been deciphered by the ship's board's computer, right? The 7th of May, that was 2 days before we hit got hit with the storm. But some things faced the crew. So they say, well, the crew just decide to jump overboard. I mean, although there's some kind of a typhoon, they were probably dead. But, well, it's jumping overboard and get killed in, the waves, or stay on board and get killed by whatever this creature is, right? And the whole ship is tied to that central computer. Maybe that communication was just greetings from outer space. Maybe it was some kind of a program, a virus or something. That's why the patrol plane tried to sink us. Interesting, right? So they're going to the, how do you say? What is this? God, I forgot. Right, it's not the generator, but the thing that's nuclear power thingy. Anyway, so they decide that's the ship is some kind of a haunted floating boat, and some of the control rods has been lifted. What's that mean? It means the reactor's making power. Some of it's going to the engines, the rest of it's going someplace else. I can guess where. I can guess where. How do we cut it off? So this guy says, "Hey, we need to stop this," and but if we are doing this wrong, we're gonna have a meltdown, on water. So he says the safest thing to do is keep the remaining control rods in the reactor. This sucker's going to have to settle for half power. So, and they are going to another room. So this is the reduction gears. Without these, the propeller doesn't turn. If it doesn't turn, we don't get to Honolulu. You're pretty smart for a deck officer. So they're getting some, I don't know, a box full of metal. That's how I call it, because I forgot equipment. And he throws it into this, machine. And well, you can imagine what's happening. The whole thing is toast. And the people are on board notice that his power is going away. And they are now adrift. So this guy says, hey, better get Captain Powell. Why don't you go get him? Because I outweighed you by 60 pounds. Now get your bony ass back to the radio room and get the captain. So this guy's complaining again, right? But then, more fluid. And hey, what's this? Another dish. Hey, Captain. That's far enough, Richie. Captain Hooker needs you on the bridge. Something's wrong with the engines. I'll be out in a minute. Okay, this is not good at all. Oh no, she's dead. You get the skipper? Yeah, but something's weird going on. Weird like what? Here he comes. Why have we slowed? Jesus, look at the back. There's a problem, sir, down in the engine room, and he's getting hit by the captain. And then, oh no, he's been completely taken over, and it's inside him. Damn, this looks freaking awesome. The detail is amazing. So yeah, he's been infected. And it's a shame that we don't see, I don't know, blood or something. And I wish we see the demise of this woman and the captain. That this creature is attacking the captain and this woman. And that leads us to the next issue that we're going to review pretty soon. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this, body horror-esque, sci-fi comic, I guess. Horror comic. See you next time. Bye-bye.